Chancellor, there was a big set of issues that led to you becoming CEO of NESG. Tell us, I mean, how did that all happen? And then, of course, when looking back, do you regret doing this? Would you have still, would you have done something differently? Would you have stayed with coming to the NESG?
Looking back, really, you don't come to these part of the conclusions that I always have, that there is no accident anywhere. There is, for me, my life is something that is on purpose. There's a way God works it out. So I was tired. I wasn't going to do banking again. I had spent over 30-something years in banking then. And I simply told my friend and said, let's just set up a consulting firm. The whole idea was, we had the big four directing and doing what they wanted. And our plan was, how do we build a small Nigerian consulting firm that will be impactful? And I know that people always do these things in silos. Why can't we come together? The plan was to pick and bring together brilliant people so that we can run it. Unfortunately, my friends are all on the board of the NESG, and we had this political season, and my predecessor was going to go into politics. And because we didn't plan it very well, he had to go and campaign, and we didn't want to leave the place open. I think on the board we had tried to have replacement, but unanimously, we didn't agree with the choices before us. And it was a matter of, I have to go. Are we going to leave NESG just the way it is? And the discussion went back and forth. And that was an era in Nigeria where we were doing supervisory ministers. So people left for politics, and you saw ministers being asked to supervise. And after some discussions, and it was clear that my predecessor was going to leave, and people came around and said, okay, you know what? At best, what I'm going to do is let me supervise NESG. My board chairman at Kakawa Discount House, who was on the board of NESG then, and he graciously agreed that, okay, you know what? Since we've almost rounded up at Kakawa and you've sold it, I'll allow you 2 days to come and see what happens at NESG, and then you supervise. And it was clear, we agreed. You got a 6-month period, and use this 6 months to look for a worthy successor to Frank. And in order to make sure that they know that I'm serious, pro bono, no payments, nothing. I didn't know that I had entered into a coup d'etat, that it didn't matter what I brought to the table. My colleagues and my bosses were not going to. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't that we didn't have people, to them it wasn't good enough. And look, JOJ, I beg, come and do these things. And I thought my friends that were set together, together were going to come to my rescue. Once they were under pressure, they just buckled. And they said, Jai, go and do this. And I sat down and I reflected, and I said, this is about you. But what you are being asked to come and do is about Nigeria. And in my life, my training is that if you had to choose something that's about you, and it's about the greater good, what would you do? When I was brought up to always opt for the greater good. So, and I said I would take on NESG, and I took on NESG.